Hi, I'm Lauren Leslie. Welcome to Shell Point today for Wednesday, January 28th. Today we will find out more about the Live Well Expo coming next week, and we'll find out more about the next movie being shown over at the Trivy. It looks like we have a great lineup today, so don't go anywhere. But first, we want to give you a quick reminder about tomorrow's Drummers Sock Hop. Get ready to twist, shout, and stomp your feet. Step back in time for the Drummers Sock Hop happening outside the Trivy under the portico. Inspired by the classic vibes of American Bandstand, this high-energy, feel-good event brings the beats, the moves, and the community together. It's going to be hosted by the one and only Stan Eagleston and Charlie Buckle. Bring your best moves, your retro spirit, and come join the drummers for an unforgettable afternoon of music and motion. That fun begins tomorrow at 3:30 in the afternoon at the Trivy. We will see you at the Sock Hop. Well, now let's move into our feature stories. First, we will get all the details about this year's Live Well Expo.
Hi Shell Point, it's Kristen and John, and we are here to tell you about the Live Well Expo. That's right, the Expo is finally back here on campus. It's going to be Wednesday, February 4th at the Village Church, starting at 10 a.m. and going to go all the way to 3 p.m. John, Expo.
Yes, the Expo. The Expo has been something we have done every so often here at Shell Point, just to talk a little bit about all the different things that we have for you to do at Shell Point. This year, we're kind of rebranding it a little bit, and we're coming with the Live Well Expo, and we want to talk about our 4 pillars of living well here at Shell Point, which are vitality, growth, belonging, and stability. So you'll start to see some of that words come around, but man, there's gonna be a lot of things for you to see and try. Shell Point Healthcare is gonna be there, and they're gonna have their tables and just their different staff will be there to talk a little about the different services they offer. Of course, our clubs and our groups will be well represented, volunteering, the academy, all of those things are gonna be there for you just to kind of come and see. As far as what we have, but also a cool thing is, Kristen, is what we're gonna have in the future. We have this innovation zone that's gonna be there, and it's gonna talk a little bit about the new things we have coming out at Shell Point that are through healthcare, but also what we're doing in programming.
It is gonna be such a fantastic day. We are also gonna have Shell Point Dining out there serving up some healthy treats.
One real cool thing is Farmer Mike's going to be here, and we're going to have a farmer's market where you can buy some produce and fresh vegetables, all of that. So you maybe bring a little cash, a little money with you for that, but we definitely want to make sure you're aware of that. But Farmer's Mike's going to be here, part of the Expo.
It is going to be so fun. So make sure Wednesday, February 4th, you come out to the Village Church from 10 until 2. And then Assisted Living, we actually have a special hour for you from 2 until 3. We cannot wait to see all of you there.
Hey, it's going to be a great time together. Live well, Shell Point.
Coming up next, our resident programming team is going to tell us all about a unique day trip they've got planned.
Hi there, Shell Point, and Happy New Year to you. This is Monica Tyson, and I'm here to let you know that this year we are going back to Henry County for their 48 farm tour. The great news is that this time they are sending us a bus that will pick us up here at Shell Point. On February 7th, it's a Saturday, at 6 a.m., we will be picked up right here from Center Court, and we will go to Henry County. At Henry County, we will go for a tour, a guided tour of all their agricultural operations. We will visit a cattle ranch, and we will close the day with a 16-ounce steak lunch at one of their ranches. This is an amazing day. It will start early, and we should be back around 4 o'clock, maybe a little bit early, but this is still a little bit of an hour away. Again, this is happening on Saturday, February 7th, 6 o'clock in the morning, Center Court, which is right across from the Woodlands Commons, next to the pickleball courts, and we will have an amazing day visiting the orange groves and so much more. Vegetables, you name it. You'll see it all, and sometimes we even get to bring a little goodie back home with vegetables, fruits, and much more. I hope you signed up. Sign-ups are open. I hope to see you there. Bye-bye.
Well, there is nothing quite like settling in a comfy chair and watching a good movie. Our resident movie council is planning another Sunday cinema matinee this weekend. Here are Shell Point's own Hanlon and Lagorce with the movie review. This week they're going to be previewing the 1971 comedy A New Leaf, starring Walter Matthau and Elaine May.
Hi, Shell Point. I'm Deborah Lagorce. Maddie Hanlon and I are here to talk about a wonderful movie which is going to be on Sunday, February 1st. It's called A New Leaf. It was made in 1971. And I can tell you, just the first thing I can tell you is going to intrigue you. Elaine May wrote, directed, and starred in this comedy. It's referred to as a black comedy. Anything she does is always brilliant.
Yeah, well, she worked very hard on this one, and she was paid almost nothing for it.
So it was a labor of love then?
Eventually it was. She wrote the script, and she was paid $50,000 for the script, but they wanted another director. And eventually they said, well, you've never directed, and first-time directors don't get paid much, so we'll just let you direct for your $50,000 that we've already given you. Then it came time to cast it. Now, they already had Walter Matthau as playing Henry, but they had a hard time finding a woman who wanted to look nerdy. And
no, that's not something we women want to.
Carol Channing turned it down, and they looked around, and it finally came to, well, that's my movie. I'll be nerdy. And she put on the glasses and did her hair, and she became the nerd. So she got all three parts, and she only got her $50,000.
Tremendously talented woman.
Right,
yeah,
right.
She was really good.
It was a shame. But she directed. It is quirky, hilarious, cocky, and warm, as the director, as Ebert said. This was in my book of 501 films. I had never heard of it, but I thought, how bad can it be if it's got Walter Matthau and her talent, which was never really much in movies. She was mostly on stage in a comedy show.
And you know that's probably why she took the $50,000 too, to make that leap into a different medium, really.
Right. It's a charming little film. You're going to hate him, love her, and it's very true. She plays a botany professor, and they actually had a botany professor from one of the universities writing for her all the technical things, and she decided that her office on the film should look like this professor's office, so actually copied it so that it looks like a professor's office at a university in a botany section. Anyway, it's a funny little film,
well, don't
and
you
loved by the critics.
Well, I was just going to say, anything that Ebert, who was not a pushover, said was four stars.
There are two movies in this group, 4 stars,
that
he really loved. So
sold it to me.
So okay,
I'm ready.
Well, I mean, come, let's laugh, but it is a cute movie. She was not happy with it, and she was trying to sue.
Really?
Well, because when it got to the editors, it kept getting cut. It was very long. But the critics said it's wonderful as it is. It didn't have to be longer.
Good. Well, how long is it?
I think 102 minutes. Something like that.
Okay. Well, that's great. So come and see with us A New Leaf.
On young Walter Matthau.
Oh, yeah. But I bet you he looks just as sad-faced and silly-faced and huge mouth as ever. I mean, he's one of a kind for sure.
A great character.
Always plays some poke fun at himself. So anyway, The New Leaf is on Sunday, February 1st, and we hope to see you there.
01 Foxtrot, this is Long Island Tower. We are holding an emergency telephone call for Mr. Henry Graham from his attorney, Mr. Beckett. Over.
Roger, 01 Foxtrot, over.
I'll just get out here, thank you. I'm not taking that call.
I can't cover the check because the check is for $6,000 and you don't have $6,000.
Come to the point, Beckett.
The point, Mr. Graham, is that you don't have any money.
What will I do?
What any gentleman of similar breeding and temperament would do in your position, sir.
Suicide?
No, sir, I was not going to suggest suicide, sir. I was going to suggest marriage.
Marriage? You mean to a woman?
I'm a woman, Henry. I want, I need, I desire love.
Can't better death or murder. That's a good idea.
Henry, this is Miss Henrietta Lowell. Mr.
Yes?
Henry Gray.
Miss Lowell, how do you do? She's not engaged?
No. She's a botanist.
I think she's about the most isolated woman I've ever met.
Rich, single, isolated.
See if you can find a college outline of botany. Reserve a table for 2 at Pavillon for tonight. Get the florist on the phone and start making out a guest list. I think I have found, God help us, Miss Wright.
Have you ever tasted Mogan David's extra heavy Malaga wine with soda and lime juice? It tastes a little like grape juice, and every year is good.
Why don't you just drink grape juice?
Oh, I'm so glad you found a nice, suitable young lady.
She is not suitable. She's primitive. She has no spirit, no wit, no conversation, and she has to be vacuumed every time she eats.
Oh, she must be very wealthy, sir.
Yes, she is.
To science.
Do you have any straws?
Straws? No straws.
I've never spent a more physically destructive evening in my life. I am nauseated. I limp. That woman is a menace not only to health, but to Western civilization as we know it. She doesn't deserve to live. Forget I said that.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Robin Church, and I'm the Salon and Spa Manager here at Shell Point. And today I am with Rebecca Price, and she is the owner and PA of Velo Med Spa. And so we have partnered with her, and she brings us some great services. So today we're going to talk a little bit more about filler and the benefits of filler. So hello, Rebecca.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure. So today we're going to talk a little bit about filler and where we might use that on our face and the differences in filler, because there's a whole array of things there also.
Yes, so filler, we love fillers. Fillers is different from Botox. So as we age, one of the things that happens to the face is that we start losing volume. We have many fat pads in our face, and those start to shrink. And so when that happens, we start to see the signs of aging. So fillers is a great way to restore that volume, get a more refreshed look, kind of more of a youthful appearance. And so that's kind of how we use fillers.
The last time I had filler, I really liked it, and nobody could tell but me. But yes, I could definitely tell, and I got it down in this area, and it really helped with those wrinkles around the lip and some here in the line and the marionette lines.
Yes, there's different places where you can treat. So most common, a lot of times in the cheek area, we start to lose volume here. In the nasolabial folds, marionette line. So those are more of the popular areas where we like to place the filler. And then there's other things that you can do with it to kind of fill in the lines, smooth the lines. I like to describe it as like icing on the cake. You build the cake, and then you kind of finish it off with some icing. And so depending on which product you use, will achieve the result that you're looking for. So again, always recommend a consultation with me to discuss your goals and then what products to use.
Right. Because you probably use something different up here than you would around the
Yes.
around the lips and that.
Yeah, exactly. And the key that you just mentioned is that you only noticed, you knew,
Right.
Nobody else noticed, and that's what I like to achieve is a natural result. Nobody knows that you did anything. They may think, "Wow, did you get a good night's rest?" Or what they knew
Right.
something. You look better, more refreshed, but they just can't tell exactly what it is. So that's the mark of a good injector.
Right. Well, what do you recommend for like the sides of the lips? Because a lot of times they disappear over time.
Yeah. So lip filler is a very popular thing. And so for lip volume, you would use a type of filler for that. And when you're dealing with the lips, less is more. And sometimes you can start to build a nice lip, but it may take several sessions versus putting a bunch of product in there and having an unnatural result like a duck,
right.
Nobody wants a duck lip. But you can do it a very nice, a very natural way where you don't have that. And so I think people appreciate that. And then another thing that you can do is you can put a little bit of Botox, not a lot, but just a little bit on the lip line itself, and that turns the lip out.
Okay.
So one of the things that happens as we age, our lip starts to kind of curl in naturally.
Uh-huh.
So this helps to kind of push it out a little bit. Again, it's subtle. It's not going to be a duck lip,
Right.
but and not to get off track, but Botox in the lip is almost a nice gateway into treating the lip itself. Before you want to jump into a filler, you can do a little bit of Botox to see how you like it, and then decide if you wanted to do filler, you could. But that's a nice kind of entryway into treating the lips,
All right. Well, thank you very much. And if anyone would like a consultation with Rebecca, she's happy to do that. And just give us a call at Sea Grape Salon and Spa at 225-2960.
Hi, Shell Point. Jenny Walker here, and I am standing in front of the Tribby Arts Center today to tell you that we are thrilled to welcome back Willow, a mobile flower truck. We're going to be welcoming Willow here out front of the Tribby Arts Center on Friday, February 13th, and this is a fantastic opportunity to purchase a flower arrangement, make your own. There's a selection of flowers and stems to choose from, and I'll have you know the very next day is February 14th. That's right, Valentine's Day, and this is a wonderful opportunity to buy an arrangement for someone special in your life or to treat yourself. So again, it's Friday, February 13th, starting at 11 a.m. at the Tribby Arts Center. I'll look forward to seeing you there.
Hello, Shell Point residents. Jason Smith, your Vice President of Amenities here, and I am inside the Joan Edmond Orchid House. Today, we celebrated a really special day at Shell Point. We were able to do the ribbon cutting for this beautiful orchid house that is going to serve our residents for generations to come. All the thanks to Ron Edmond, as he has made a generous donation to be able to fund this beautiful, state-of-the-art orchid house for our residents. He's done a tremendous job. Today was a special day in a tribute to his late wife, and just a thank you to Ron for his generosity. And today we celebrated with an annual ribbon cutting, and we look to serve and showcase to the community. Also, our Orchid House group has promoted that they have a lot of different opportunities for residents to volunteer and come and serve in the Orchid House. So if you're interested, check out Wells ESTA and you can join that group as well. Thank you, Shell Point. Have a great day.
Don't forget, you can always catch the birthdays, anniversaries, memorials, and other announcements on Channel 12. We will also find hours of additional Shell Point programming every day. Today we have a fitness session at 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 6 p.m., a collection of True North stories at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 8 p.m., a presentation about Betty Crocker at 11 a.m., a program titled Lessons from the Deep at 3 p.m., and a class about Levi Strauss airs at 7 p.m. All of this, of course, you can catch right here on Channel 12. Thanks for watching, everyone. Come on back tomorrow for more news and fun here on Shell Point Today. Until then, we hope you stay well, stay happy, and enjoy your day.